Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We are here and we are live, and it's our first Thursday. Getting the gang back together. Tons of stuff is going on. I don't even know where to start. There's a bunch of yous here already, dropping those requests, those strategy chats into the live chat. Into the live chat with the strats. Good to see you all there, and I'm buzzing for this one. It's been a busy day. I had to. I've been all over the place. Anyway, we'll get into all that as we get stuck into it. If you're joining us live and loud, of course, smash the like button, drop the fist bumps on arrival. I'll catch up with the chat before we get stuck into it, because it looks like we can just get stuck straight into it like a dog eating beetroot. Fist bumps to you all on arrival, like I said, and good to see you. Hope this week has treated you well. It's totally flown by for me in the blink of an eye, and great to see you all here live and loud as well, of course. And yeah, we're getting ready for another weekend. I'm buzzing for it. I'm excited. I've learned lessons from match day 1 that I am definitely going to capitalise on in match day 2. We had a great crafting session on Tuesday. Long may that continue, by the way. But we need to get those likes up a little bit quicker, a bit sharper next time, I think. Excuse me. The old lemonade is getting to me. But would you cry it? We've got some nice reinforcements, and I might even just kind of kick the ball around, warm up a wee bit with you, and looking at those wee juicy rewards we picked up the other night, because we'd have filled out some pieces, by the way. I wasn't too sure. Like, I was kind of looking at this earlier on. I was like, when the hell did I get Jamie McGrath? I must have bought him. I didn't remember him. I was seeing him in lineup builders, but yeah, nice little haul. We got a duplicate Hugo. We've got our first Hearts card. We've got our first Celtic card, of course, big CCV. A duplicate Finnegan. I have Mathurin at rare, so having a limited of him isn't really any big shakes. And was there another? Yeah, Bailey Rice was the other duplicate we got. But Chaiwa, quite usable. Hanley, I guess just for cover. Never a bad card to have. And the little bit of cash I picked up, we got a big Fadinger upgrade. And I've been toying and tossing and turning with this, and it'll be interesting to see what your thoughts and feelings are. The Kilmarnock team's always going to go leaderboard this game week because they're playing Celtic, and that's just the move, I think. But this other team, I'm not going to get to use Vickers and maybe Sinisal, who knows. I don't think I'm going to be able to use Vickers to full effect in streaks. I don't think I'll be high enough, and I probably won't. It's a standalone kickoff time, so it's hard to imagine I make the most of it. So I'm thinking about playing this in leaderboard, and then subsequently, this is a kind of OKB team. I could maybe fashion around it. So this is what I'm kind of thinking coming into the game week for the leaderboard strategy. Now, I'm going to keep my eyes on the head count. The head count a lot bigger than last week, already up at 1,100. Last week, it didn't even break 1,000. The prize pool goes back to 2,000. So people are still guaranteed something. XP is all it is at this point, but a good team, I'm still thinking about getting into a top position and bagging a nice wee chunk of essence here. Top 50 or so, top 200 is certainly in sight. And the Kelly team, like if Celtic had a banana skin, then this could just be wild. So that strategy, we did that last week with Dundee. It didn't really pay off beyond the whole, like, they were always going to, Rico Man sent us something. A wee giveaway, Dane Murray. Love a bit of that, by the way. So we've got a wee Dane Murray to give away. Thanks a lot to Rico Man for the generosity. I really appreciate it, my man. We'll give that away. And we've also got $20 of market credits to give away. Thanks to Sorare for sponsoring the channel and supporting the cause and all that good stuff. So I'm not too sure how we'll do that for this one. I'm thinking it is to promote content and all the rest of it's the whole point in it. And this time of year, it's a great time of year. We've got tons of videos coming out. I put a video out yesterday, like the best budget strategy. It's the most common thing I'm getting from people in DMs and in the live chat. That, like I'm on a budget. What league to start in? Or love the video, but what league? That kind of idea. And I know the video doesn't really answer specifically the league beyond. If you just really want to hammer numbers, just go to contender. But no matter what the strategy, the league has to come from a place of something anyway. But anyway, that strategy is all kind of laid out there, and hopefully you've enjoyed that. And we've got a giveaway on the go for that one. So I'll maybe pull the winner for that today. From a comment, somebody who watched the video yesterday. Thomas Ronyan is gifted 5 memberships into the chat. Thank you very much, Thomas Ronyan. I'm a wee bit behind. And guys, this is the season, isn't it? Sorare 27, the love is in the air. Good to see it. Thank you very much, Thomas, and great to see the members memberships getting snapped up that quickly. So thank you very much, Thomas. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you, Kieran. Was the other notification I've got here celebrating his season ticket renewal coming ahead for the new season. It's been a while, Frankie. I hope you enjoyed your summer off. Got a bunch of requests here. So every Thursday we come on live, and it's basically just member requests is all we do, strategy chat. And yeah, we go for as long as we go. I try and give as many other member perks as I possibly can. Early access to content when it's like strategy stuff. It's not like beginner stuff. with MFL stuff. And by the way, I've still got to check that out. We might have a door opening for getting the MFL transfer pack embargo lifted. So stay tuned for that. Should be good crack. But thanks very much, Rico, man. We'll definitely give the Dane Murray away to you guys in the live chat who are here today. So we'll do a wee pop quiz thing at the end of the chat or something at the end of the stream. And one of you guys can win that. Probably it's a collection piece more than anything, but you know, when the lineups come out, if he's ever in the team, then he's a good one to have. Crafted him, but not playing SPFL, so enjoy it. Thank you very much, mate. Sorare 27 hadn't started until Quinny does an account review live stream. Love that, mate. Kerry, good to see you. Ian, my man, good to see you as well. Congratulations again to the new member pickups. Liam Pev is in the house. Chris Bergen, Mikey Bassant as well. Good to see you all. And Frankie, good to see you. Michael, Aidan Smith, fist bump, Gavin Ridley, and James Johnson, magic. Now, I'm going to try and just build the request page up because there's a bunch of these in from the start. James Johnson, smash the like, and then James J123. That normally means James is wanting to get his request in, so we'll just log that and we'll go through it. We'll come back to James. He's at the top of the chat. My second chat isn't working, so we'll need to juggle between requests and that. Always be ready to baby copy and paste some of these if you're in the mix somewhere. Gavin is in next with Gavin S, so we'll add that on. I'm excited for the weekend, I really am. The commitment of having less games to watch is nice. I'm looking forward to having less games to watch this weekend. I'm looking forward to the games I will watch, of course, and playing my teams and all the rest of it. We'll have some good... so me and McBride will be live before Celtic kick-off on Celtsar here, so sorry, our scouts and managers, get yourself over there, show some support, get involved if you're doing any Celtic hot streaks. That'll be a great stream to tap in with. And then Frankie, you're in third. But otherwise, probably me and Harry, maybe a mixture of my place, Harry's place, but we're going to definitely do some stuff this weekend to some description, and it's the Frank engine. The Frank engine, is that it? Just confirm for me, Frankie, I'm sure this is it. Michael, Aidan Smith is in fourth. Love it. Perfect time, Harry ends. I was going to jump on with Harry, but I was like recording stuff, and by the time I seen his message, it might have been on already, I don't know, but I was like, oh, I've got this soon. I had to delay it from 5 to half 5 because editing the stuff took a while, but good to see you all here, guys. And if you were watching Harry, I hope it was good. I look forward to catching up with it myself. It'll probably be the first thing I do when this stream ends, as well as go pick up the kids from my mum's. Just watching Rangers be pish. Then how can you give me a review, Mason? I'll add you in the order, buddy. I think you're maybe next, but there might be somebody in front of you. Hey Quinny, hope you're having a good day. Yeah, Ben Crockett's in front of you. Ben Crockett. Can we copy and paste that? We can't. That was after Aiden. Let me just double check. There's no day in between. Sometimes I can miss people. Yeah, you're next, Ben Crockett. And then it'll be Mason. How are you rubbish against Aglonia? Surely are you not wiping the floor with him? Ben Crockett. Good to see you, Ben. That's a new name on the request sheet. Or it's certainly the first time I've seen it in a long time. So good. Welcome to the party, mate. Evening all. Josh Tilley in the house. Love to see it. And then Mason. And then Frankie's confirmed that was his. Fantastic. Oh, I'm buzzing for this, by the way. Buzzing for this weekend. Really hope that I win more. And so is this mine here? Yeah. So I bought Hasim Hassan after some strong reporting. You'll be able to see the timestamp on when I bought him 19 days ago. And it's took so many twists and turns, but it feels like he's on his way to Celtic now. So £9 for two of them. It feels like a pretty little swift move by me. But I recorded the podcast with Michael and Mark earlier today. That went out live on the channel. And while we were recording it, I bought a Giannitis. Michael seems pretty confident that the reports from Torino are like solid, and like we'll probably be Engels out, this guy in. It's not gospel. It's not like an exclusive or like pure news or anything. It's just his hunch. But That's from his direct interaction with them, for like the sincerity of the report and all the stuff that's went around it. So maybe Celtic are going to flood in with a few wee moves. Look forward to that. Anyway, this will mainly be the market tab or fixture tab or whatever we're going to hunt for. First one we've got up is James Johnson. I just picked up his hand for £3 after seeing your tweet. Yeah, Buzz. I'm looking forward to it. I hope he's good, man. I hope he's good. I think he looks like exactly what we need. James Johnson, right? As always, on streak 5 for Contender this Saturday. Looking to have the big one ready for next Friday when Dinamo play the worst team in the league. Oofed. Also going to run 4 strong teams in leaderboard this week, as ended up with 8,000 essence from last week, which was fun to craft. So, I guess we're just looking at Contender in season. Let's just see where it takes us. Let's just see what we're playing with here. Absolutely killing it, mate. Well done. Big streak player. Big streak player. Oh, yeah. Lots of nice pieces in this puzzle. 2 pages of cards. A lot of in-seasons are in here now across the region. So, yeah, it's probably not line-up building. Is it maybe a classic smash? Is that maybe the order of the day? Because if you're on Streak 5, there's probably very little I can tell you about this region that, like, standard, like, you just don't know yourself on the teams you've got and such. So, I don't want to be delusional or waste your time with this. But you've got a big Barco in there. We've got a wee cheeky Teixeira. Mad Quan. Love that. Hope he comes good. Stojkovic. Siedel's doing alright, eh? So, yeah, you get big power pieces. Adrenan. Celtic play Lask as well, by the way. I thought about Adrenan as soon as I seen the draw. Lino, he's cooking, isn't he? Love that. He looks like a good one. Who are they playing? Victoria at home. Bring it on. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's maybe have a wee nosy. Let's have a wee nosy. Manager sales. And we're checking limited here for the most part, yeah. Limited. Classic. Contender. Playing game week. 7-11. Cool. And then let's do maybe like forward. Muhammad Ali Zoma. Finished the season well. Hard to see Nakamura still there. I thought he was definitely going to be leaving. Maybe priced out of a move a wee bit. Popular player's probably not the filter we want to use because it's a wee bit of hodgepodge of random interest, isn't it? Felipe Augusto's he been doing alright? Let's just check the Zenit team out. Who's Zenit playing next? At home to Rodina Moscow. Sounds like an absolute pumping waiting to happen. See the Zenit team. Galushnikov. Yeah, he's a hard one to get. But John. Pedro Henrique. What's a Galushnikov looking like? Four days ago, he had one limited move. Probably even just for the play. Wow, maybe I was going to say maybe he's get the rare, but Jesus, man, his price is punchy. He's not ever present, is he? But Jesus, man, when he pops off. The boy Wendell, of course. Igor Daviva's in defence. Yeah, Galushnikov could have been something else. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Sorry, I had it up the top there. Oh, there's another message, wasn't there? Also, oh no, I read them both, yeah. Running 4 strong teams in leaderboard. Any more scoop on Hassan? No, I don't know anything more than what's on the site. at this point. Bought a G in it is for £4 when you saw the news the other day. Nice. I paid £8 for mine, but you've done brilliant, mate. 2-1 down. This is embarrassing. They look 10 times better. So Rangers look 10 times better. Or the Polish team are 10 times better than you thought they would be. All day skills you've got a request. I'll add you on before you kind of get lost in the malaise of it all. Is it this one? Just confirm this is the right account. It looks like it should be the right account. Maybe there's something in here for like the collections you've got. If we filter by 27 limited contender. We've got Lask, we've got Dinamo, we've got Zagreb, Graz. You've got lots of the big plays, man. Lots of them. Yeah, there's not really an obvious piece of this puzzle that we'd be missing, I don't think, across those three main divisions. Probably all four of them, in fact, really. Kind of got all the bases covered. It really is just those classic oddballs that fall between the cracks that just become a cheat code this weekend or for a month or something, you know, at the very least. If we peak at midfield, let's change the filter to highest average score. Just hope that gives us some of these cheat codey guys. Brunetta. You're probably packing a Brunetta. But yeah, not a great game. Minnesota have been pretty rubbish, but Leagues Cup, it's not like top v bottom in the league, is it? It's kind of the thing you want for those guys. Is Vidal playing again? He is. When Vidal plays, he's amazing. But I had him for a little while. Oh yeah, man. Vidal's brilliant when he plays. But yeah, I got him when he first went to Colo Colo. You can even see like that. Yeah, so he's just a bloody nightmare to put in a team before subs. He's probably a good sub for one of those kind of big all-star teams. So when he plays, he's fucking brilliant. Yeah, I think I'd get rid of him around here. See, when this happened, I was like, fuck this. And yeah, I've missed all this for sure. So yeah, Vidal's a kind of fun one. Don't know if I'd be putting him in top priority. Oh, Campos, I'm a big fan of as well, by the way. Didn't start the last game, but against Leagues Cup, it's hardly super juicy, is it? JPH. Valerenga. Away from home. Have a rare Matrita to use as classic this weekend. Oft. Matrita. Yeah, he's in China, isn't he? Did you get that from Laird, actually? Jonathan, my man, good to see you. Long time no see, indeed. Yeah, I can, buddy. I'll add you on here. Does Gargi still bring it up? Good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. Oh, crap. How that? You need to remind me your manager name. I'll just maybe put you in. Remember it being easy. Yeah. There we go. You. We were about to check Matrita. It's pretty much a DA game, isn't he? He plays for Xinjiang Professional. They are playing Wuhan. Mid head-to-heads. Favours Zhejiang or whatever. Certainly. 21 games in the league. Yeah. That's good. That is good, mate. Matrita's a top one. The boy John at Zenit. Wow, what a start. Or is that's not really the start, is it? Zenit. Yeah, he's not been there long. He looks the part as well. Zenit be Zenit, you know. There we go. Thomas Ronyon, I'll add you on too, buddy. But yeah, James, I'm not too sure there's too much I can do on this one beyond Because, yeah, you've got all those in-season power plays. It is only really classic. It's the door that's open. Get our son I like as well. It doesn't always deliver those big ones. Shaqiri's not really been it either. That could change, though. That could change, but yeah, I'm not sure you're building a team around it. Maybe even a wee nosy at defender. Defender can be an overlooked one. We're on page 1. I've seen Alex tell us, so we need to check that out. Yeah, DNP the last game, that's a bit dodgy. he's a big power player, potentially, if you know if he's nailed. It's a hard thing to get with some of those South American defenders. You're at Lugano? Jesus Christ. Big Papadopoulos, by the way. Have you got him? Oh, Daily Blind looks good. Oh, with 68 last weekend. Oh, Shelburne. I was thinking, when did I say I was going to smash Shelburne? Yeah, maybe something on Papadopoulos there. Who are Lugano even playing? Is that a good fixture? Oh, they've got midweek against Runevic. And then the weekend they play Zurich. Swiss league's quite small. Hard to really gauge that sometimes. Zurich are not teeny, not a teeny team, Quatra, we love a bit of Quatra. 75p. River have made some quality signings. Did you see they got Almada? Absolutely killing it. Guys, there's a bunchies here, by the way. Love to see it. Love to see it. We've got 5 new members. Thomas Ronyon spreading the love, getting some season tickets given out. We're doing strategy chat, as we always do on here on a Thursday. But if you could, if you're here live and loud with us, if you're a member or not, smashing the like button goes a long, long way to helping the channel grow. If you want to become a member, you can hit the join button just below the video. There's also a link in the description of the video as well, in case you need to click on something. And yeah, it's £1 a week, £4 a month. We do this every week, every Thursday. It's great to see a lot of you here. If you want to just support the channel, support the content, hitting the likes absolutely free, costs you nothing, goes a long way to supporting the cause. Drop a wee fist bump, get into the chat, let us know your thoughts and feelings. And yeah, thank you very much. It's Felice was kind of in teams before as like a kind of boss guy. Osipenko used to be a bit of a boss, didn't he? Who's he playing? At home to Makikala. He's alright too. Yes, defenders is maybe, a defender Bogard. That could be good. He's getting those triples from midfield, Yeah, defenders maybe a wee bit overlooked in this way. I don't think it was great shopping for it, to be honest, but you never know. There's a Dougie. There's a Dougie Santos. The 60 machine. Yeah. I'm not sure I'm going to unearth any little gems on this one, buddy. Good luck with the Streak 5. If there's anything else in detail I've kind of missed here or overlooked, I think it's worth captaining Matrita. I would captain him for sure. Let's have an actual nosy at the SO5 scores of him. Should put that comment in as well. That's maybe a part of it too. There he's there. Boom. Yeah. Yeah. I like him at home a lot. Last 5 at home is pretty awesome. Let's make sure they're all that team. Yeah, they are. Yeah, at home he's pretty boss. Even with a negative decisive, he's brought a 90. It's incredible. NYCFC OG. Mad captain that. Yes, Giamma, 100%. I think I covered that in one of the recent. I don't think it was the one that came out yesterday, but it was in one of the other rafted videos where the rare classic, you're getting a goalkeeper or you're getting a captain capable card. I forget what video it was, Jammy, but it was one of the new ones that came out over the last week. It might have been the beginner tutorial video and I put it in as some top tips. It might have been that. But yes, I very much subscribe to that point of view, and you'll be able to find it on the channel. It'll be in somewhere as like top tips. I'm sure it's one of those beginner videos, and it's time stamped. I've time stamped all the beginner tutorials, so you should be able to find it dead easy. So yeah, definitely there. Rascal, good to see you. But yeah, James, good luck, and let us know for something I've kind of overlooked there. Gavin, where are we, my man? Can you review my SPFL gallery? It looks to be rare as well, which is a lot of fun. Let's have a crack at this. SPFL rare. So the prices of this, I'm actually quite interested to see what you've been paying to get what you've got, because I've only been kind of flirting with rare, just on a wee glance once in a while, and now auction control's totally turned on its head here. So interesting little dilemma or situation we're all in with some stuff, isn't it? Let's have a wee nosy. Do we have limiteds as well? I'll check that. I'll do rare first. So get backups for Hearts, classic Pandur, which 52 is not bad on match day 1, is it? Don't think it done too bad. Stryek in season, Salinger in season. Nice. So we've got like 3 teams here and a bunch of handcuffs. Awesome. In defence, I'm just going to do by average score. Two pages of guys. Yeah, you've got, I think you've got quite a lot of Hearts here, don't you? A lot of other nice bits and bobs. A wee bit of Rangers, but same Rangers and Celtic, you've not got like the good defenders, but it's good defenders from kind of everywhere else. Yeah, I don't think you're getting the good Motherwell defenders. That's maybe something, mate, I'd think about. And again, I know price is probably subject here, and you're maybe laying a nice wee bit of foundation work. John Leafico for £4 is quite good. He could come in and start for Kelly dead easy at the expense of this Shelty Brown. He was pretty minging at the weekend, if I'm honest. Cadden's a great craft. Kamson Kamara was meant to be good in pre-season, hasn't played. Don't know if he's injured or something, but just seeing he's got no appearances there on his SO5. Defense is cool. I like Bevan. Obviously, I'm a Bevan rare holder as well. Yeah, it's good numbers, but there's not much substance here. So I think this is maybe toss away leaderboard. Wow, Fadinger. That's a good, big, powerful mid. Mid is, Raskin. Let's see how that pans out. I'm not sure he's going to play for Rangers, but you get a lot more Rangers mids than I was expecting. Hitati for 16 quid's a punt, I suppose, isn't it? Chaiwa is very usable, I think, isn't he, now? Savelge is quite usable at low streaks, if that's the play. Lowry did well at the weekend, I suppose. Again, mid is good volume, but maybe low quality. Some of these guys, like Bailey Rice, could turn around. Riley played against Celtic first game, so I wouldn't really read too much into that. Callum Wright's meant to be really good, but was injured. I don't know when he's back. Fadinger's a piece, he's a captain. Mulligan can do it. So there is like a decent level in midfield without having a mad obvious captain. Up front, nice on the St Johnstone lads. Nice on the Kelly boys as well. Nice front line you've got here from them. You've also got Chermiti, which wouldn't have been cheap. Same with Gassama. 30 quid. Liquishas on a craft. Wow. Yeah, Bassi, Charles Cook, Suto, who I threw back for some essence. Kabungu, Wilson, Lowe. Get some nice soft forward options here. For 3 teams, for 3 teams, man, forwards are fine. Mids for 3 teams, that's the Fadinger can go with double forward for 1 team, certainly. If you kind of need to go double mids, which you maybe do, I'm not sure you get big streaks or big leaderboard scores. You can definitely, I think, for all 3 teams, you could go double forward St Johnstone, double forward Kelly. Maybe not quite double forward Rangers. Oh no, you've got Shankland. So, but if you've got Pandur, that's a bit of a decision, isn't it? Nadiri. Yeah, between the other ones, yeah, you've probably got Rangers double forward, whether you want to use Pandur or not. Yeah. So then you're only really looking at single mids, which I think is quite a good SPFL strategy, by the way. Double forward or double defence, I think is the way to go. Mid's very hard to nail. But for three teams, like Fadinger's a big play, obviously, but nobody else is really on that level. And lots of guys are usable. Maybe one of them steps up. I suppose mids is just about okay. Defence for three teams, again, if you're building it across different stacks, you might not always know guaranteed lineups and stuff. There's a few guys like McEntee and Kerr, Bevan, obviously, Schroning Larson that you expect are like nailed. Cadden's nailed. You get two Caddens, so that's cool. You can go in two teams, no bother. If you're dicey about any of these other lads, I think Mayer's pretty nailed as well. European stuff, maybe you need to worry about with them. But you're probably just about fine with defence. I think midfield, if you're doing anything, Gavin, let's have a wee look. Is there auctions on now? Or no, it doesn't look like it. Rare. SPFL. Oh, there is. Just not on its own wee tab anymore. And then we fancy mids. A big Connor Ronan boy. If his price hasn't really lifted because he didn't score well, but he was everything for Aberdeen. Armstrong came on and took all the sets thereafter. 23 on auction. 26. Yeah. He might not be bad depending on your budget. I expect him to remain a starter. He looked like a brilliant player. SPFL level wise, I mean, really stood out. Bredo came off the bench, had number 10 on his back, which I found very surprising for a guy that in Austria was like a double-double merchant. Winning 7 tackles, man. Look at this triple-double on this one. 9 duels won, 2 interceptions. But it does look at this, 18 final third passes. Bredo is quietly a sneaky one. Who knows? Who knows? But Bredo, 15 to 20. I think I'd probably rather Ronan at that price point, to be honest. The boy Ramos didn't score well, but looked brilliant as well. I don't know what he's valued at rare. Yeah, he's around that 17 to 20 mark as well. See, the mids can be kind of tricky. I kind of like Priestman on the cheap, to be honest with you. And Seal's got good potential. I'm not sure how well he'll score the Wesel 5 wise. The Gren probably goes for a mad fee. Killian Phillips is the other guy. It's that kind of Fadinger presentation from match day 1. And yeah, man, if that's the sort of price, I'd rather Phillips. I think he's my top pick. If you can get him for around the old 25 and under market. Yeah, secondary market 15. That auction will go right around there as well, you've got to think. Yeah. I like the look of that. Well, Ferry's a kind of funny mid, isn't he? Look, McKeown, Calvin Miller. And then let's look at manager sales. Because manager sales might be pretty decent there, by the way. It's changed the league thing, hasn't it? In season SPFL rare. The Gren's at 126. Interesting. I wonder if any bots have that. Nosy for myself. No, no bots. Wow, Armstrong for £6. That feels pretty good if you've got subs on leaderboard. Not expected to start Falkirk, but 688 off the bench, took all the set pieces. Could have had, technically, kind of should have had the assist for one of the goals. His ball into the box was fairly decisive. That's kind of good, depending on if it's like mad cheap budget. catch up with the chat. You guys are probably shouting stuff at me. Oh, tons of stuff's happening, sorry. Soboslai rare. Nice. That's a good smasher. Would you say it's good time to use my essence to see if I can get a Prem player? No, there's no Prem players in there now. Don't do that. Unless you're talking about sets. I don't think it's there either, actually. I'm buzzing, Michael. Buzzing for Hassan as well. If we get Hassan for £9 million, we spent £13 million, including add-ons for Ho, and then £6 million, including add-ons for Duran. That's a thick end of, that's a thick end of 30 million quid. On a front line, that's incredible. I'm buzzing for it too, mate. I really hope it works. Out. And then Matt Harrison's dropping one, and you might be one of the last ones we let in, Matt. So I'll add you in here. I've got a bunch to get through. Yeah, Matt, you're standing to be the last one, as we are now. Got a bunch to get through. Oh. Matt Harrison. There we go. So yeah, I think mid is a great place to spend money. I think there's some decent people there, depending on what your price point is. Auctions are still going to present some opportunity as well. Let's go back to the auctions for a moment. And then, wow, Soboslai's up at 400. But no, Prem Essence won't be in. You won't get Prem players until they've played a match. So good defense. SPFL. Motherwell defenders. Oh, the boy Williams got injured. So when you buy Williams now, he picked up an injury. I don't know. I don't think he's out for long, but you're not going to get to use him right away. Longelo's probably sneaky, because he'll be back to left back for the next game. Moorman's the man. Paslak may be a wee bit overlooked. I don't know if you've got Paslak yet. You've got a bit of a Hibs thing. If you do, again, these are top guys to get. So yeah, depending on budget, I'd maybe try and get one of each. Yeah, defence you're kind of alright with as well. The Cadden, I think, will carry you quite far. You've got plenty of options besides for a leaderboard. Yeah, go for it, Gav. I might be right behind you on one or two of them, buddy. Frankie boy. So what was it you were after? Just a gallery review? I need a review now more than ever, if you don't mind. Built large Bundesliga and Prem limited collections last season, and I don't know how to start Sorare 27. I'm thinking play classic and craft cards until prices come down? Question mark. Would be great to get your thoughts. Team name is Frank Engine. Awesome. So Frank is in the situation that I think, like, when I was thinking about the mixture of limiteds and rares that Sorare did this year and how to, the main people you're looking after is people who played Sorare 26 and how the game was ran, and you want to have the ability to play Sorare 27 effectively. Wow. On the Harry Kane pickup 5 days ago, mate. Well done. What a beauty of a card, Frank. You want guys like Frank now to be able to come at Sorare 27 with the ability to have a go at the game. Now, of course, buying your favourite teams, buying the players you want, of course, is always part of the game too, but like a classic limited collection like this should be pretty strong at the competitions Frank was playing last season. Now, Frank last season was playing Bundesliga and Prem, and we've got really strong collections for both of them. I know Frank's gallery pretty well from last year, but we'll just get a quick refresh on it from the ones he picked up specifically last year. Liverpool, Leipzig, Tottenham, Bayern, Stuttgart, City, all got really big card counts here. A little bit less for the likes of Dortmund, Arsenal, even Croatia here from the World Cup. Villa, Freiburg, 4 cards, 3 cards from Leverkusen, but goalkeepers and a Grimaldo, very useful. And then same with some of these little bits and pieces collections at the bottom here from the likes of Chelsea and Hoffenheim and even the likes of Palace and Man United and whatnot. So really good card count, really well spread across the board. There's some older collections here as well, which has probably just got some classic players that were last season classics that are still classic this year, so good to have that continued utility with these guys. Some of them most of them are in the vault at this point, which is all well and good. So let's have a look right now. The main agenda is Classic Champ. Now, Classic Champ is SO7 with 2 subs. So this is going to be a competition that Frank is going to want to be upwardly competitive in, to win essence, to smash it, basically. Let's look at the blog. We'll go and get Champion Limited up from the prize pool thing that we got recently. Where was it? Gameplay update? Prize pools. Prize pools. Classic. Is at the very bottom. Speedrun it. U23 champ. Right, here we go. So there's one division now, Frank. So you don't need to worry about Division 1 entries and all that caper. Let's maybe jump over to this side. Clean it up a wee bit. So top 50 get stars or better. So if you can get in the top 50, you're pulling a great champion card. Now, Frank's collections are Bundesliga and Premier League. This could open him up into France as well as Spain, which he doesn't really have much of a thing for right now. And that's kind of the nature of the beast. Not really too bad of a 50-50 hit count of usable classic smashers that he could take into in-season Bundesliga or Premier League next year. So a 50-50 play on that, what he pulls out of here being usable with any classic pieces he wants to bring into the fold. And we'll check out what they are shortly. Top 100 are going to get 5,000 essence, which is a nice amount of crafting power. Top 500, again, I think it's not a bad spot if you've got 4 entries and you can get a few of them up there. Good bit of crafting power. Top 1,500 is kind of where you are like, okay, as long as I made it there, I'm doing okay. And then really behind that, back into the top 15,000, you really should be catching essence if you've got starters, you've got good teams, and results go in your favour. But there will be a lot of lineups that are kind of similar to Frank's in the sense of popular teams like Bayern Munich and whatnot that are stacked. So again, let's have a look at what we've got to play with here. Let's zoom out back to normal. And we'll try and gauge expectations. Now, we're a wee bit blind at this point, but this is the whole point, is early doors, what we're looking at. So let's go with highest average score. This will be from last season because none of them have played yet for this year. We've got Raya, top of the food chain. We've got Becker, should play for Liverpool. If not, he's going to go to like Juve or something. Emi Martinez is kind of a similar story in a weird way. The main thing is, do we have 4 goalkeepers? Now, you also have the ability, of course, to play All-Star with your other lineups, but by playing them there, you're going to dilute your essence. And I don't think with the strategy you've got, that's going to be the way to play it. So we'll try and focus on having 4 absolute boss lineups. And with all the dregs and all the extra pieces that you've got, Frank, late last minute arenas with like your little bits and pieces collections and whatever else could be or will be the move, I would suggest, to kind of jack up your essence payouts. So yeah, goalkeepers, we've got a full page of them here. Lots of shapes and sizes. Galashi's moved to Villarreal. I think he's going to be an absolute boss over there. Vicario, let's see what happens with him. Flecken, plenty of goalkeepers. 4 teams, not an issue. And there will be some hangovers. And even those hangover players that you don't use in the big weekends, when it's a weird weekend, a smaller weekend, you're going to feel the value in them. So no problem with the head count there. All good. Schlotterbeck, we love him, but he's broken. Can't really think about that just yet. Is Pedro Porro transferred? He's still at Tottenham. Big Willie Orban was going to go to Saudi, but stayed. So we get another season of him. Mittelstadt, a year older VVD. Grimaldo's went to Atleti. Yep, that's going to be killer. He's going to be great in La Liga. And yeah, if you win La Liga in season, him as a classic, that's actually quite a nice kind of full circle football thing, isn't it? But Gabmag's cool. Romero's cool. Again, could make a big move. Rom is cool. There's not like a defense stack here. That's probably the only thing where it's not even the stack necessarily, but if you're looking at the weekend, you kind of want to pick 2 defenders, and you could do that on an individual basis. Like if Porro's still at Tottenham and they're playing, Porro's just that guy, isn't he, in some ways? So is the likes of Mittelstadt and Grimaldo or whatever. But when I think about the big stacks you've got a footprint in that we'll see in like midfield and attack and whatnot, Bayern Munich, Man City. Well, I suppose what's happening with Man City's defence? I think Guardiola's just signed an extension, hasn't he? But like, I think you do want to diversify as well, but the big, powerful defences, maybe a wee bit of additions needed in there. Maybe we'll double back to that. But in midfield, like, you're going to have 2 midfielders minimum. A common strategy will be playing 3 mids, just for the options that maybe gives you for substitutes. and mids are just kind of quite reliable and solid. For 4 teams of at least double mid, what do we know you've got, which is fantastic? Rodri, who's still at Man City, highly speculated to go to Real Madrid. Either way, just won the World Cup. Rodri and Kimmich is like 2 god modes. Soboslai's in the mix for that, so's Bruno. So 2 teams on double mid, glorious. Team 3 and Team 4, if we're looking at double mid only, it's going to, like, I love guys like Nemeka, Baumgartner's useful. We all know about Caicedo and Gross. Manzambi's went to Newcastle. Villa could be wild. And second page, yeah, Morgan Rogers went to Chelsea, could be great. Cherky we love. There's definitely going to be like 3 good teams most weekends. Will there always be 4? Probably, yeah, I suppose. But that's double mid. So we've got a bit of pressure on double forward. Diamandis went to Real Madrid. That's absolute cook as well. Olise is killer. Haaland is killer. Kane is killer. Saka and Wirtz are going to be right up there, you've got to believe. Same with Doku. Same with Palmer. So what we're talking about here, 3, 4 of the best forwards in the game, period. Like, you're only missing like Mbappe and Dembele from this, I think. And then out of the second run, you've got like the main cast there of Palmers and Dokus and Sakas and everything. So forwards, I've got like, yeah, man, you've got plenty of firepower here. Kulusevski could come back from the dead and be something good. But yeah, forward firepower, man. I think for 4 teams, you're not going to go double forward in all of them. You've got great options here for 4 teams, no bother at all. Yeah, I just feel like with mid, there's maybe like a guy missing. And with defence, it's more that I would want to see like the boss pair. That both these guys score well together. The team's great for clean sheets. They don't necessarily need to be a partner with the goalkeeper. I'm not a big prerequisite guy in that regard. Like Bayern Munich, like Neuer and Urbig and whoever else is going to be in and out. They're not great for clean sheets, but the defenders can still rip, for example. So it might be a Bayern defence, but something like that's probably the only thing I would say when I look at this, Frank. I think if you're going to be fighting and trying to get into the upper echelons of this, you've already got a lot of these collections. If we just look at them again on this point of view, into really good spots of 4s and 5%, a lot of good 3%ers as well, and the individual XP on the cards is going to be more than anyone picking them up off the secondary market. So you've got like a good, yeah, there's a Guardiola and stuff. Maybe I'm overlooking the defence a wee bit. The Schlotterbeck injury maybe kind of taints my view a little bit. But that's the only thing is like the team that's, and again, maybe we don't know who that is quite yet. But even if it was something, because again, this is classic, and if it was to be something crazy like, oh, let's look at the market rather than pluck random names out of thin air. Let's look at manager sales, limited, highest average score, champ, defenders. What's the best defensive stack? There's maybe like 1 midfielder missing. Yeah, Kubarsi plus someone. Is that? Jesus, man, this is obviously Spain. Barca, but it's not too dissimilar. Cancelo's signed on. Is it something like Kubarsi, Cancelo? 2 guys that just rip. You know what I mean? Just rip. Kubarsi, Cancelo. That feels like the sort of thing I'm kind of trying to get across. Yeah. Laporte. Upamecano. Yeah, I like Upa, but Upa's... he doesn't mind a negative decisive, and yeah. Hakimi and somebody. Hakimi and Nuno Mendes, is that a play? I like Pacho a lot. Yeah. PSG, I don't know if PSG feel like the team to pick a defence up for, but I do like, even Hakimi on an individual basis would be a huge addition for you to go with like the raw middle stack Ronaldo type guys. If you just wanted to go for individual smashers, Hakimi, Kubarsi, 2 guys to definitely add into that. I do think though, and we'll see where he is here so far, but Cancelo is probably going to be way under the radar. I don't think that's going to be a big one that's really affected people's buying strategy and how he's seen in the market. Svoboda made a good move. Brighton, yeah, might not pan out well. Premier League's a big step up. Cucurella at Real Madrid should be wild. And I heard Harry talking about how Huijsen in Real Madrid and Jose Roma, there's a bit of a connection there. So Real Madrid are a good defence stack. Generally, never mind Jose Mourinho there. Cucurella for £6 could be pretty wild. Trent, yeah, by the way, man, Real Madrid defence. That Barca one's cool. I like that a lot, right? But also have a nosy at Cancelo. I'm not sure he has. Oh, he has. He got limited last year. Cancelo's pretty damn cheap at £3 and under. Let's say Trent, right? 'Cause I think Trent's got the ceiling. I think Trent and Cucurella could be unreal as a combo. Wow. Trent under 3. Cucurella. Yeah, Trent Cucurella feels like two sweet moves. Yeah, man. Combined, you can get them under a tenner. Kubarsi, limited classic. He's 25, but everyone else is dirt. That's the sort of thing I'd be looking at, Frank. And then I'm just a wee bit curious because I think that's really good value for those guys. If we can go and do the same thing, I just want to glance at like one mid, just like one classic mid that would make a big difference there. Here, forwards, there's some forwards you don't have if you really want to catch them all, but you've got plenty of firepower, man. I would not be flinching. Maybe some creases as the season goes on where it's like, oh, this team's playing the cup and I don't have blah, blah, blah. And you might need to firefight that as it goes. But from where we're sitting today, it's kind of hard to go beyond that. Jude could be sneaky. Pedri is Pedri. Yeah, really well priced. Really well priced. Is even Elise at mid maybe something to think about? Arda Güler. Kavicha. Kavicha's probably better as a forward, but as a mid, does that give you some tactical advantage with the way subs work and stuff? I'm not sure. The boy Christ, by the way, has went to Fiorentina. This guy's been really good at defending stuff. And Fiorentina need to defend a lot. Just saying, £2.50. Keep an eye on him. This is still listed by popular player. We'll go back to the beginning and do highest average score in case there's something that's just going to get lost in the whole popularity contest of the filter that we've got here. But I think all the main players, riders and runners. Bruno at Arsenal, by the way. Oh, that could be pretty special. Big fan of Bruno. Aliesh, by the way, way under the radar. One of the best mids last season. Very usable all the way throughout. Under £6. And the thing I would say at this point about Frank is he's got this in-season strategy already. Any new players are maybe looking at this. Hakan Calhanoglu. It's a bit of a cheat code, classic card. Don't get many of him going around. And yeah, you could build a really good fantasy classic team probably on a nice budget, but the depth required and you'll see as the season goes on, it's way better having an in-season period like Frank's had in Sorare 26 before making that kind of organic little move. There is a little point in this, Frank, though, where I wouldn't want to buy too many classics because if you do have a wallet, there will just be, it makes sense, in-season limiteds to get, where they might not be your favourite guy. And we'll finish looking at this midfielder, then I'll probably sidestep into this and then move on. Like a Gibbs White, there'll be guys that are like, oh yeah, he's good, but like you're not mad for him. Elliot Anderson, perhaps. Tielemans. Some of these guys have made moves. We don't know how good they'll be yet, but maybe that kind of thing where, again, I don't know what their price of in-season is. It's probably totally different, but I'm just plucking those names out kind of random where buying them as classic, yeah, they'll be fun, they'll be useful or whatever, but when you actually look and go, Premier League Limiteds, and let's just think about midfield. Oh, no, let's not do Premier League. Can we do Champ? So I see anyone just randomly. Thomas Lamar still getting Atletico Madrid cards. That's wild. Yeah, Pedri's price is totally different. So like Pedri makes a lot of sense at Classic. For now, is 53 at Limited? Jeepers, man. Limited's a bit punchier at Champion than I thought it would be. But even Shaka. Shaka's probably not a bad example. If he's like 30 to max 40. It's not showing me the graph that I want for that. Enzo Lafise at 36. Carlos Soler, here we go. Carlos Soler at around 20 quid is a good get. Now, don't buy Carlos Soler. Don't buy Sociedad cards. I've been bearing that cross for us all for the last few years. It doesn't work out well, okay? This year might be the year it does work out well. Sod's law, right? Whatever. But there'll be guys like that are 20 quid and below that are useful that, you know, you maybe don't want to buy them now. But see when you craft, like last season, I crafted Lukeba and then I just made sure I did everything kind of Bundesliga centered at rare. And I would maybe urge you to wait for those cards to be in the prize pool. Prices will come down. You've got no real rush to get the in-seasons now. But don't go overboard with the classics is all I'm kind of saying at this point. Get maybe like one of those defence plays. I think Kukurea and Trent is wild under a tenner. Honestly, I think that's fantastic value. Especially with the front line you can put in front of that for the differentiating and just for the power play. I can see you doing very well with some of those defence stacks. But stop. Because you can, you know, classics can be like sweeties, you know, once you pop, you can't stop, and or Pringles even. Get the one or two things that make sense, and then pause and hold and attack. Frankly, is kind of where I get to with that. Chat's been flying away. Sorry, I've only got one chat to watch today. Kurto, good to see you. Maybe going into U23. If you've got the depth for it, Frank, yeah, I wouldn't build it though. You've probably got the depth for it though, because you did have leftovers. And under 23 is fine, because under 23, or no, under 23 has like all-star essence. I would be very careful in the, let's say the first like 2 or 3 weeks. If I was you, mate, I would just try and hammer in, I don't know, the all-star stuff can be good for like spending on clues and making that easier. It's a tough one. Maybe the chat can offer some thoughts. We'll maybe get a wee bit. Something to think about, Frankie, and chew over. Don't need to make any. Trent, Dumfries, of course. Yeah, good shout, Calum. Yeah, Dumfries is probably the better shout. Or even Huyson. Like, if Huyson became the man. Motherwell 1-0, nice. Ali McElveen, good to see you. There's a bunch of you here, guys. Smash the likes. We need a few more of them. We've got $20 of market credits to give away. Rico Man donated an in-season Dane Murray. We've got that to give away as well to the chat. Ah, nice. Dylan. Picked up some nice cards. Quite cheap there. Well done, mate. Aiden, what were we after, my man? Aiden. Could you take a look at my Rare and SR Classic? See if you think they can compete. And Classic Face. One. Let's have a look. Supers, what are we packing? Champ, guys, or Bits and Bobs, guys? Yeah, Bits and Bobs, guys. Okay, let's do a wee bit of a champ. Yeah, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't run that in champ. I think it's like All Star you're looking at here. Essentially, which I like Braze, I like CDK. I just don't think you'll get enough use out of them, to be quite honest, mate. So yeah, unless I'm missing something, there's only All Star here, and I like a lot of the individuals. Maybe it's worth a wee bit of list and play with them. You know, like play some guys and list some guys all the time. Try and squeeze everything you can out of them, but you can win rare essence and convert it for super rare. So they're doing like you do that. My rares and SR classics. Yeah, so let's look at rares. This looks like we've got a bit more to play with here. We've got definitely some Barca stuff. Van de Voort, Pickford, Lloris. Let's filter this into champ again. This is classic rare champ. So we've got Joan Garcia, Samba. Yeah, we've got a fair amount of keepers there. Should be able to get 4 teams out often enough. Defence, yeah, we're maybe a wee bit more sceptical on Trent now, I suppose. Gab Mag is cool. Koundé is cool. Araujo I like, but he doesn't play, sadly, so you can't really call on him. Yeah, I don't think you've got enough defenders for the amount of goalkeepers you have for champ. Mid is going to be light as well, looking at the head count here. Very light. Although Morton and Szymanski are very good, like team 3, team 4 guys. De Bruyne might leave. Rodri, Olmo, Tchouameni, all pretty handy. Rabiot, Modric have got a place somewhere, no doubt. Rafinha's top shelf. Isak should be the guy this year. Cunha, I would probably say the same, and who knows what happens with Endrick. You've maybe just about, you've got 3 forwards, and definitely you've got keepers to go. I think your mid could maybe just about stretch 3 teams, but it needs another guy or 2. Defence, yeah, I don't think it's got enough there, buddy. So if we're moving the super rares on, I would try and keep it in collection a wee bit here, or like we were just kind of looking at there with the last one, you're buying a little strat, you know, like this is a solid defense, or this is a Kane and Elise, or, you know, small down, watered down example of them perhaps. Now you do have some all-star stuff, which we'll look at as well, or everything else is all-star as well. It's a shame I can't do non-champ. Can we do rest of the world? Does that count? Is rest of the world non-champ? I guess it must be, other than contender. So, oh, De Bruyne is Italy, isn't he? So some nice pieces here, and I've seen, yeah, we'll change it to Eredivisie. It's got its own thing, its own filter. There's a good amount of good quality Eredivisie cards here. Let's look at Belgium. Nothing. MLS. A team, but good guys, but all-star guys, actually. And let's then do contender. That's those guys again. What was it? Oh, yeah, rest of the world and contender, I guess, is kind of the same. Aidan Morris comes in. Okay. So, yeah, I think there's an all-star team here to play every once in a while. Your extra goalkeepers will help with that. But I'd really be looking, Aidan, at firming that champ up a wee bit better. So you should have 2 really good teams here. I think you maybe do just about have 2 really good teams, but they're quite thin on Olmo and Rodri starting. Morton and Szymanski being as good as you would hope. Tchouameni and De Bruyne are a bit sus. So is Luka Modric and Rabiot. So there is probably just about 2 teams here, but it's not safe and secure. So I think, yeah, midfield and defence, like 1 more guy in each of them, maybe just makes you feel a wee bit more comfortable, depending on your budget you've got. Forward you could do with more, but you've got 3 guys there that could lead 3 teams, or maybe play 2 teams and go double forward with one of them. But yeah, defence is very thin. Good to see you all here live and loud. We've got some credits to give away, we've got a card to give away, and we've got some more strategy stuff to get stuck into. Ben Crockett's up next. Let's see what Ben was after. Ben Crockett. Hey Quinny, hope you're having a good day. Would you be able to look at mine? My name is Ben Crockett. Awesome. So we've got 6 rares. Let's have a wee nosy. Some are in the vault, some are sitting there. Otherwise, we're looking at limiteds. Awesome. What are we playing with here? Prem? Nothing. Bundy? A lot of Eredivisie. All Eredivisie. Cool. Yeah, let's take it for a whirl. Let's see what we've got here, buddy. Good to see it, Ben. 3 keepers. Ter Stegen, Ernst, and Kretas. Brilliant. Brilliant. 2 classics. Or 3 classics, sorry. You get used to that view. No early access classic. Three keepers, three teams. We love a Mika Marmol on this channel. Love that, mate. Great taste. Great taste. Don't know about Jeremiah St. Just. Always seems to be injured. Chow Henrique. Big fans of Chow Henrique here on the channel. But for three teams, there is plenty of defence here to go around. Even with my scepticism on Jeremiah St. Just to one side, plenty to go around there. Gluck, Brandt off top. Targaline, really good. I would like another mid or two in here. I think Eredivisie is really good for those Gibson type guys. You maybe need to wait for a fixture or two to happen. But I would say kind of agile to random mids being good. Love Ueda. Marcus Leonardo will be big. Dusty Dusan is going to be mega as well. You can feel it. This Tolu, I'm not a fan. I think the way it ended at Wolves and stuff like that, I don't think it was really that good at Genk, if I'm honest. He was alright. Scored a lot, didn't he? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of him. For the three teams, but you're cool. I think, yeah, for three teams, you're cool. And I think you'll be doing, like, last minute, you'll be doing streaks for the most part. And maybe a wee mixture of leaderboards on the side. Just seeing if you're talking back to me now. Sorry, I'll scroll down. Ter Stegen isn't starting. Very excited for Mika Marmol. Is he not going to be starting, but he's surely not going to Ajax to not start. Martin Pies played the last game. I think it's an easy thing to cover. Get a Martin Pies in. But yeah, great catch, mate. Thanks for that. Love it, Frankie. Thank you very much, mate. So yeah, maybe we're thinking about two teams. That kind of actually gets rid of the problem. No problem really, but this mid, if it's for two teams, it's perfect. You know, no problem at all. But it will be three teams. So yeah, I think getting that Ajax goalie in. Let's have a wee nosy. Let's have a wee nosy at limited Eredivisie auctions. See if anything's a wee bit. And I doubt there will be anything under the radar. Eredivisie is very well catered for. I did a retweet the other day for Sorare Eredivisie. They've got the best Patreon service for Eredivisie intel. So if you're playing Eredivisie, it's probably a must-have subscription, I would say. So be sure to check it out. I've actually got 3 memberships to give away. So Ben, you've won one, right? You can get Eredivisie. You can get Eredivisie free for a month. Ben, tell me your. Or Ben. Give me your Twitter name or something, so I can tell him who to give it to. And then I've got 2 more I can give away. So if you're interested in this, then leave a comment. And if there's a few of you, I'll draw a winner. If there's only one of you, you'll be the winner. This Ezekiel, I think he's going to be wild. I seen him play Celtic last season. He really took on a big bit of form. Here's the Celtic game. From there, played the form of his life. He looks like he's going to be great at Feyenoord. Before that, he was looking good. But honestly, he played amazing against us. And I see why Feyenoord have kept a hold of him while they've loaned him out and stuff. Doesn't look cheap, sadly. But if we could find a guy like that on the cheap, I'd be happy. If there is anyone on the fly. We sneaky under the radar one, but I doubt there's going to be much under the radar at this point. It's kind of my point. Yeah, worth a wee nosy. Worth a wee nosy all the same. Secondary market's probably where the more value is. But I think there is a lot of value in Angel Alarcon. I think there's a lot of value in first owner if you've been getting in early to get those extra bonuses behind you. Yeah, no names are really jumping out to me here. Is anyone that might be a wee bit Shaquille Van Persie? Ay caramba. It's all happening now. It's all in regen territory. Nobody's a real player anymore. We're all getting regens of the old names. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything kind of weird. Histran Petrov. Love a Bulgarian. Mike Double E. Chow Henrique, big fan of. Dennis Mann. The meme card of last year. Not looking at Premier League. Not me personally. I think we were earlier on, kind of, weren't we? Just depends on the requests that we get. Matiozo. On a Thursday, it's all about the channel members. So the channel members put the requests in for their galleries and their strategies, and we go over them. There's about 100 of you here live and loud, by the way. Fist bumps to you all. Please do smash the like button. It goes a long, long way. I do this every Thursday for the channel members. I cannot take any more requests in today. If we do have an overspill, we maybe do a second stream this week. I've got a few bits to catch up on actually. And we normally do card giveaways, which I have normally earned, but going forward this year, I'll be buying cards to give away to channel members. It's £1 a week, £4 a month. It's all done here through YouTube. You just click on the join button below screen. If you don't want to do that, just hit like. It goes a long way to helping me out. So thank you to everyone that's getting involved in the chat, whether you're a member or not. Ferry going to Anderlecht, is that moving on now? Could be good there. Don't think it's a big miss for Celtic. Like some people might make it out to be, personally. But yeah, I'm looking for any wee Alisson play. But interesting to see where he goes or what happens with him in general. But yeah, if there's any wee sneaky guys like that that maybe we know a wee bit about, but they've not got an L5 or they've not popped up on anyone's wee scouting lists or anything yet. Kevin Paredes. Very good player, by the way. Injury stricken is his main problem. Very good player. In the Bundesliga at left wing back. Very versatile, can play anywhere. Apart from centre back, probably. This is at the Bundesliga. Came into the MLS at 16. He's 23. He's been on Sorare since it began. He's a fun one to watch out for. Especially if you can get him cheap. A team like Utrecht will play him to make him good, to sell him. You know, so as long as he's fit, I think he's a great shout for potential. I'm a big Kaplan fan, but if he's staying at Ajax, is he playing? Didn't seem to like him before. Hatteran's kind of fun, but he's not really that guy, is he? Marco Piaca? That could be alright. Total Evo Grimbo, good evening, good to see you. Good to see you, good to see you. Finn Stam. In defence, you've got to wonder, is he Yap Stam reincarnated? If he is, that's worth a punt. Ogawa's not bad either. You've got NEC already, don't you? And if NEC are losing players, surely he starts more. Surely. I'm not saying that as I know, but I think. One more page of this and we'll probably move on, buddy. But great collection you've got here on the go already. Two really solid teams. You need that third goalkeeper to get you off the ground. But solid, like two to a position build for three powerful teams in the division with midweeks as well. Really good start to the gallery build. I think my team 4, I would be trying to maybe build some depth out in these teams into a third player per position, a third defender, a third mid, a third forward. And once you've done that across a few of them, then like, leaderboards become dead easy to play simultaneously. So I would probably say next step, Hilgers. Did he go away and come back? Or was he injured or something? We like Hilgers a lot. Is he still injured? But probably is. We like Hilgers. Is that a Tielemans? It is a Tielemans. A Matthias Tielemans. Per Schurz. By the way, Per Schurz. If he's fit, this is in Serie A. That's NEC. Per Schurz and Kevin Paredes, by the way. There we go. Under the radar names. I feel a wee bit better about them. Awesome. Thanks again, Ben Crockett, for the season ticket and the support. Mason Miller, let's see what you were after, my man. Mason. There you're there, back a wee while ago. Just give me a review. Let's see, I'm guessing it's whatever we're playing with within season. Scotland, yeah? Nothing else? All this stuff in the last wee while. Where we've been on. Well, last couple of hours, Mason. Nice time to buy in. If you didn't buy in before now, you've probably got pretty solid pricing on everything here, especially if you held onto your credits. We've got some Croatia. A wee bit of Belgium. I know we do have some Scotland stuff from yester. So Scotland, a wee bit. Yeah, okay. Let's go from Scotland and we'll move into Eredivisie. No, is it Jupiler? I think it's the page. Page 1. Jupiler. Yes. Shin Yamada. Funny boy. We got a wee bit of Jupiler. We'll check that out. Eredivisie. You got one card. Probably not going to look at that too much, bud. And then Scotland, Turkey. I think it was mainly Scotland, wasn't it? Let's see what you're cooking, my man. No, you're going to have all the class. Or, well, no, let's keep the classics on. Let's just keep it new. They're in a bit of order. Dundee United handcuff. Dundee handcuff. Hearts handcuff. Goalkeepers galore everywhere. Yeah, I think you've got it basically all covered. I don't see Pandur, but it's hard to imagine you don't have them. Yeah, Pandur. In season no less as well. Double Kelly. And then yeah, you've got little team stacks for everything, mate. Jacob Chapman. Yeah, man, you got all the guys here. Defence. And let's do by highest average score. Got a classic KT. Lots of good in-season guys. Paslak is a good one, and at classic. Moorman's a good one. You've got these kind of team stacks to build together anyway. AJ Classic might be useful. Got your Rangers guys. Longelo. Cadden, yep. I think you've got a lot of them, by the way. I think probably the only like good one I liked at the weekend that you don't have is probably Fieldson at St Mirren. Two Jaden Richardsons, he's good, but I'd get the left back if you don't have him. And you're kind of diving across all the teams right now. Gogic, well, depends how you want to go. But defence is, yeah, looks like the part. Looks like you got most of the big scorers, and some business is yet to be done for some big teams. So let's see how it shakes out. Ferry, you might be losing. But Kilty Classic, very usable. The Raskins, Asgard, cool. Fadinger Classic, in season. A lot of the same guys I'm kind of messing about with for the most part, standard wise. Got Killian in here, Ramos. Alright, looking good. Yeah, I think Connor Ronan's the only mid that I really like in the league that I don't see here, but we're going to turn the page and see him. No, we're not. Yeah, I think Connor Ronan's probably the only thing I would add into this mid. We could look at the individual collections as well. There'll probably be some obvious little gaps, but looking good, bud. Looking good. Nadiris. Yeah, I think you need a Motherwell forward for sure. Ibrahim Said. You had a classic Fadinger, didn't you? So yeah, if you're getting season keepers, you'll be able to work with a lot of that. That's really good going, mate. I'll spin into the collections quickly because I want to nosy them from that point of view. Limited in season SPFL. 23 Aberdeen, so we're all the way there. All the way there with Hibs and Kelly. Wow, all the way there with quite a lot of them, by the way. Good counts. Motherwell a wee bit smaller. Yeah, are you completing teams, are you? Wow. I don't really feel the need to complete the teams, but I definitely like to have like a good amount of options per spot. I don't know if I'll quite get to the same card count that you've got to. But yeah, I've got a lot of 6s, 7s and 9s in my card count now for club collections. I think, yeah, like St Mirren, there was maybe a guy or two. Motherwell, I felt there was a guy or two I didn't see. That's probably about it, but like you've got, yeah, 3, 6, 9, all 12 teams represented. really, yeah, you're just at a point of completion, really, aren't you? In terms of the move to make. Get guys when they're cheap. And you didn't have infinite rare, did you? No, you don't. Yeah, again, maybe you need to think about what Nep's talking about buying rares when he gets to the big streaks. We've not looked at any JPL players. White House. Pookie scored against Motherwell. No way. Pookie's playing. No way. But yeah, Mason, this is looking really good. I like the strategy of getting the teams and playing fantasy with it. If you're going to go for 5% collection score, I totally get that strategy too, but I'm not a big completionist. I don't think you need the perma set. What was the other one we seen? Jupiler. Let's have a nosy. What we've got here. So we've got 5 keepers. All classics. I don't think this Perard is playing, is he? I don't think these guys play. Youngdal, Van Crombrugge. How many of these keepers are usable? I don't actually know. We've got a Leuven collection now. Pletnicek and Jamie Lawrence. That is going to be a defensive combo for the ages. You've got a classic Smets in here, which will be really usable too. But yeah, man, I quite like this Leuven build already. Who's the mids? Sheevers is alright. Double Sheevers, double Lakomi. So I'll see what we're doing here. And then obviously Shin Yamada and Abdul Karim Traore. Let's have a look at the collection here. I like the Pletnicek Jamie Lawrence defence, by the way. Really big fan of that. Could be fun. Toby Lyson, the keeper. Noah Duceni is worth a pick up too, probably. William Balaquisha. I like this. Leuven's a fun little team. If you're just going to play that 1 week at a time for streaking and stuff or whatever, that's cool, man. I like that a lot. It's really good. Just trying to see, is there anything else that's in season? Well, you got 2 La Liga guys. Randoms. Love it. Yeah. Ah, cool, man. Doing great, buddy. Maybe need to take a wee quick trip to the loo, guys. You can just bear with me for a moment. I'll BRB. Be sure to smash the like button and all that good stuff. I'll be back in 2 seconds. And we're back. Lyson isn't #1 anymore. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. So yeah, well, wherever the goalkeeper is, point stands. Nice stack. Look forward to seeing it kicking out. All day skills. Where are you? I think you said something kind of ambiguous, and then oh no no, was it? Hello Quinny, can I get a review on MLS Streak 5 Rare? And wondering if I should use Streak 4 winnings to make Streak 5 chances better, or wait and invest in at 27. Depends on what you're cooking with, buddy. So I think the only thing, did you confirm this was the right page? I know there was something, and that's what I think it was. If your comment was very specific, did you confirm this is the right page? Pip Boom, good to see you. Liam Pev, Pookie scored again. Oh no, no, it's the first message. I'm assuming this is it, and it was MLS Streak 5. Are we looking at rare or limited? View game week. Rare, you're on to 3, I think. Is it this one? MLS Streak Limited. 3 entries here. All day skills, are you here, buddy? On rare. Hit 400, playing for 2k now. Rare. Awesome, thanks, man. And this is the right one. Brilliant, you're still here. Love to see it, mate. Love it. I got lost at sea for a minute there. Thanks for pulling me in. We'll leave everything on because we've got classic plays as well. Let's have a nosy. In general, the principle of using Streak 4 to help Streak 5, you need to have it on the table. Will it be needed or not? It's another question. ML to the S. Right, so we've got Kalina, Sawa, Turner, Brady, Gunn. Okay, we'll check the fixtures in them. MLS? Hold on. Can you play MLS this weekend? I don't think, mate. I don't think you can play MLS until after Leagues Cup. Do you know that? With MLS this weekend? What? I thought they shut the league down when they did Leagues Cup. It's bloody weird. Oh, okay. All right. Well, there's one game. There's one game. So would I play on Revs versus Houston? Hell no. Predicted lineups these are. On saying that, Houston have got the power. I don't think that's what you're packing, but is it? Oh, well, maybe a bit, by the way. You got going there, mate. Yeah, I don't think you're playing this for a while, buddy. Not wasting it on this one game. No, no, no. Nope. I can't, but want to know more if I should invest winnings now while price is down. Great point. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Love that. Let's have a wee nosy at the... And again, the fixtures are a while away. It's this one game and it's the 16th they're back. Who's kind of looking halfway decent? Orlando at home. That's nice. Dynamo LA. It's kind of nice for Dynamo. 16 for mainly looking at. So yeah, New York, Philly, Chicago, Portland, Salt Lake, Minnesota. Salt Lake are decent. Minnesota have been mince. Colorado, Kansas, Nashville, Miami. I maybe a bit, yeah. Montreal, DC is a bit of a bum fight. Same with Atlanta Bulls. In any case, when that game week comes back, like what would you be missing? Let's look at what you've got in defence. Have you got Wagner? You've got Wagner. Who was kind of second to Wagner? Somebody else that was kind of interesting. recently when we've been looking at these thingy-magoobers. Gallery reviews when we did it last week. I can't remember. There's another MLS defender that was handy. They did well. You've got all the mids. You've got Evander is just a factory right now of worldies. NFM is pretty much fixture proof. Like, what would you actually? Is it messy? Is that the only thing really? Like, what are you really missing here? Like, you've got the 5 smashers in the league. Classic Wagner in season keeper. Like, Turner's a solid keeper. In season, you're kind of just they're playing Houston. Oh no, it's not Houston. They're playing. It's Toronto. They're playing. Brady's not got a bad match. He's been in terrible form right enough. But where were they playing? Portland. Well, not Portland are alright, aren't they? Yeah, I don't know. What would I strengthen with it? I don't think there's an obvious need for you to strengthen. Like looking at that, I'm just want to double check rare classic MLS smasher pieces. Zinc as a forward is maybe a bit interesting. Did you have a dryer? Yeah, you got a classic dryer in any case. In season dryer, is that what this is? No, it's classic. Werner. Werner. In season Werner. £11. But don't know if you'll still be £11 by that point on that Leipzig card. Yeah, 28. I don't mind Werner. I think that's a pretty good move in season. Powerful forward. Although I need double check comparables, like £30. Yeah, like Griezmann's way ahead. And for good reason, but I think that's pretty decent. You could probably get the price down a wee bit on direct offers to 1 or 2 of those accounts, I would suspect. Geordie's back. It's just kind of fun to notice. Because what I was thinking when I was looking at this is you've got you've got Guilherme, you've got classic Drive, you've got classic Wagner, a few other classics here, right? But in midfield, you've got double NFM, Evander and Heel. So it's like one team is NFM and Heel, NFM and Evander. So you're going double mid probably in your first 2 spots. And if Guilherme is the striker for 1, you'll have Wagner as classic defender. But then if you're going to go drier, you'll need to use an in-season defender. Or Iloski could be alright. He's playing NYC. He's probably still alright for a 73, but isn't he? Is that good enough? Who knows? But who'd you McCray it? Doesn't need to even be Werner. I think Almiron scores are popping really nice, by the way. Really good scores from him. But yeah, a guy like that, a Werner or an Almiron, opens up a little bit to maybe then, could you get a double Wagner in defence? Is that worth the move? Who's the other good ones? I like Jack Mayer. Good to see his scores are alright. Yeah, it's like Impokazi and Wolodze and all those guys, really, isn't it? So yeah, if you've got the stomach to spend like £80, I'd probably get like a Werner or a Almiron and get another Kai Wagner. Thinking of in-season Messi and in-season Wagner, that's all the winnings. Ooh. Now, you don't really need to do in-season both, do you? Unless you're insisting on a classic goalkeeper. In-season Wagner at 171. And he's got auctions. You can probably... Or does he have auctions, actually? I don't know. I don't think you... I think with Wagner, you might be able to get people down. Messi. They're the only ones available as well, the Argentina ones. X-Swap bot. I don't think I'd buy the in-season Wagner. I think I'd get the classic, mate. If you're tempted to do that, I'd get the Miami Messi and a classic Wagner and keep the change. If you want to be a bit more, like, just get classic Wagner. And, Messi's brilliant. Messi's Messi. But, for the one match day that you kind of really need this big score delivery, San Jose are at home at St. Louis. That's pretty good going for Timo Werner. Atlanta are at home to the Red Bulls. That's pretty good going for Almiron. You're dicing the probabilities here. Messi is the most probable player in the world, and if you've not got a Messi and you want a Messi, it's a really good excuse to buy a Messi. It really is. But I wouldn't buy the in-season Wagner too, because you've got in-season mids that will get you anyway. So it's up to you, buddy. I think that's your three options. I'd either go classic Wagner and a budget forward that's fixture, like, looking good. Or, maybe it's two things. I don't know where the third one came from. Or, yeah, Messi and Wagner classic. Then you keep the change. Definitely keep the change. Make a wee cheeky withdrawal. Put some cash in your pocket. It feels good. It feels good, trust me. But yeah, man. Good luck, and I hope you nail it. We've got 3 left. Jonathan, what were we after, my man? Feels so much better after that wee pee break, by the way. I do see a few requests coming in from folk who aren't channel members. The way I know is if you're a channel member, you get a little Sorare card next to your name, and they're all Sorare cards that are associated with the history of this channel, I suppose. So if you want to become a member, it's £1 a week, £4 a month. It's all done through YouTube. You just click the join button below the video. We do this every Thursday, so if you've missed it today, you can catch next one. Jonathan, can you check mine too? And then, is there any further thoughts or feelings from you? No. Trubin not starting? Oh, what? Let me check my teams. I must have a sub goalie. I must have a sub goalie. Is that it there? Yeah, no, it was Ederson. Here's Trubin here. I've got a freeze on the bench. It's the benefit of having a million Matt freezes. So this Fenerbahce, by the way, I'm flying high with this. And I would really be quite happy to slip back to 4th, but do you know that? I'd really much rather 5,000 rare essence than 1 card. Definitely I need to stay top 10. But 5,000 essence from a midweek. Oh, come on, geez it. Where did I have? Oh, yeah, I was seeing Trubin already. These are all kind of meh. First time I've looked at these, by the way, actually, in a day or two. NYC still to run. The Trubin team's going to have Freeze come on. This is alright. Nobody's really done well, but except for Bryce. Sudakov is playing. RDP kind of screwed this, didn't they? Cool. So we've got some in seasons here. Okay, cool. From a classic point of view, Jonathan, we've kind of went through like just general classic strategy and whatnot. In general. So yeah, Harwood Bellis, love it. Let's just look at the actual collection page. Peretz, I knew there'd be somebody. I knew there would be somebody. So we're going to get, you've got a classic Peretz as well, I'm sure, of course, but I'm sure you'll get that once he comes down in price a wee bit. Sugawara surely should be on the shopping list for this. Casper Jander as well. Edozie, Shea Charles. Oh yeah, man. This Southampton collection is fun. Kyle Larin, Cameron Archer, Ben Brereton Diaz. This is a fun. You've got a really good start, by the way. THB, Shienza, Dobbin. Maybe the forwards. Yeah, who is the forward that's starting for them? I don't know. These mids, man. There's mids for days. Edozie's a forward. I'd probably take him. He's a Man City kid, I'm sure. If memory serves me right. But yeah, I like this a lot, mate. Good luck. I think you'll probably have the ability. How many Peretzes do you have? Let's do second division England. No. In-season filters on. So we've also got some classics. So that's fun. That's fun. If we get in-season Peretz at one point. Aye, by the way, even with your leftovers, you've got multi-entry ability. That's fun, by the way. Good start, mate. Not quite there yet, but getting there. Love it. Good luck. Don't think. Oh, yeah, you could play. Yeah, we could play the other Peret. Yeah, so you get 4 keepers there in theory. 2 Peretzes in theory you could use down at limited. Aye, cool one. Well done. Good luck. Hope you get auctions very well priced. Thomas Ronyon, what were we after, my man? This felt like a good wee budget market hunt. Wee bit of treasure hunting. Matt Harrison, you're next and last. I can see your request. So Thomas must be just above you. Yeah, here he is. If you have time, do you have any recommendations on a rare contender mid? 30 to 60 euros. Is this in season, Thomas? Rare contender mid. Are we talking in season or classic? What did you top out at? 60 euros. I'll put £60. It should just be about basically there. Is this still in season? That's kind of cheeky. That's kind of cheeky. I like that. Diego Rossi, where the hell are you playing? Monterrey? He'll be in season for a bit, by the way. How long's he been there, though? Yeah, I don't think he's great. That's alright, by the way. He'll be in season for a while, I'm sure, the way the rules work. Kjaergaard. Connor Metcalf. People were bigging him up to me on a Celtic thing about being a good defensive mid. And in Bundesliga 2, he could be a right smasher. I know he's only 11 quid, but maybe one to earmark. Oh, a wee Finnish guy that had a Hoffenheim card now plays at Magdeburg. Nah. I'll check classics in a minute. I'm sure you've probably shouted something at me in the chat by now. In season to go with Bundes 2s. Love that. Yeah, well, Metcalf is very much under budget. Sally Oshan, where are you again? Besiktas. No, you're a classic. I like the boy Skeeta a lot. He's never really came to life, but when you watch him, he's fun. Again, compared to the last guy, he's probably overpriced, if anything. This guy scored a worldie, by the way. I remember it because his name is Adam. No, it's not this guy. It is this guy, yeah. Adam Guram. And see, at first glance on my timeline, I thought it said Andy Gorham. When we go and look at it, I found it hilarious. What's his name? Andy. Oh, Adam Guram. Yeah, like see the way his name's highlighted. I seen Andy Gorham. I couldn't help it. Wait till you see this. Or is this highlights? It was a worldie I seen. Oh yeah, this is highlights of him. No, I seen him score a peach. Is it the first highlight of this? No, it's not. Link to Arsenal. Can't find the clip, but he scored an absolute peach. And I thought his name was Andy Gorham. Nah, can't find it. You'll find it, I'm sure, but rookie. Kind of fun. Kind of fun. Maybe bookmark that. Roska, he looked good against Celtic as well. Again, not really Bundesliga 2, is it? Austrian Bundesliga. Paul Seguin. Dougie. Juve. Okay. Not in season anyway either. Edin Segovia? Oh yeah, Juve. Aston Franken? I know he's injured, but see if he's in Bundesliga 2, that could be wild. He is injured, so no rush. Mashoro, I seen him by the way back in the fray. He was a guy way back in the day. What happened to him? Like he was a budget boss for a while. Like, you don't really see it. It was so long ago. When I seen his name pop up the other day, I was like, oh, Mashoro. I forgot he even existed. Nick Schmidt, Japanese midfielder rookie at St. Pauli. Feels fun. I don't know if he's a problem solver for you. Yeah, in this budget, mate, it's kind of hard to say anything that's not obvious, like Tony Fruck or Bellegarde, but they're not really in your division. And beyond just looking at the best guys in Bundesliga 2, it's not really what you're here for. I don't mind the Rossi as a kind of weird one. I don't know what the fixture correlation is like between the two leagues, if I'm honest. And I like the Metcalf. I think he's probably a bit underpriced. If he can be really good defensively. This guy, I can't believe the age him, by the way, but he's solid as well. Harry's boy. Oh, he's in Austria. It's not great for the calendar lineup. If you're going beyond the weekend. Matic, who the hell are you at? Sassuolo. No. The Italian teams keep catching me out here. Yeah, Adam Guram's probably the only one that really caught my eye there. Was it this goal game week? I must have been, yeah. Nah, must have been in a friend. Like it was like a new goal. I remember seeing it. Like, wow, this just happened. You know. I have two teams ready and want to attack the first game week, but I think I'm a bit weak in mids. Let's have a look. Probably should help with that. Yeah. Contender. Rare. Two teams, yeah. So goalkeepers, one in season, one classic. In season defense, Elvedi's cool. There are guys like, yeah. And Selmio, I like this guy as well from back in the day. When was it? He played in France. He's alright. Irish kid with a crazy name. Oh yeah, if Max Arnold's not playing, I can't believe he's in Bundesliga 2, man. That'll be brilliant. But yeah, if he's not playing, yeah, okay. Well, you don't really have anyone, do you? I was kind of half thinking Barasatik, Herringer, Scott Banks, be Scottish guy. That's fun. Okay. Mid in season. Marquise. Lots of AA, not really much decisives. Where does his AA come from? A lot of passing stuff, a lot of duels. Let's look at this one here. Where does his points? He's alright, isn't he? Defensive guy, I think, more than anything. He's alright. 30 quid's a bit much for a guy that doesn't really bring the DAs, but he can get you just around that 60 mark more often than not. Maybe not. Maybe around the 50s. Yeah. Hard to really bank on that. Akiyama. Again, he's a bit shy of decisives as well. What is the rule about playing a classic in limited? Is there a bonus? Yeah, there's a 5% reward boost. So like the in seasons get like a 20% reward boost. The classic gets a 5%. It's very minimal. Basically nothing. I think it's not enough personally, but hey ho. This guy. I don't think in this price budget really anybody jumps out, and the manager sales anyway, it would certainly probably look a bit better on the auction house. Let's go Bundes too. Taibe. Didn't play much last year. That's a sneaky one. They've just sold that boy to Rangers. Is he right mid? Centre forward. He's a mid card. Yeah? Mate, that's the guy. This is the guy. This is the guy. Get this guy. They almost got promoted last year. Svanberg, he's really good, by the way. I don't know if he's going to play Bundesliga too, though. Joe Chima Fujita. Could be quality. Is expected to return and play. Wow. I like him a lot. Will he take some set pieces now that he's down there? They've lost Jackson Irvin and a few other guys. Joe Chima Fujita, definitely keep an eye on him if you don't get that other guy that plays up front. The guy that plays up front would definitely be one of my go-to thinks. Great for decisives. You can get around 10 AA, no bother. From what we've seen there a second ago. Vinny Souza, he should be wild. Yeah, Vinny Souza. Another one I'd add into the reckoning. Double check he's fit, but that's the dodgy thing about him. It's quite well reported on, but people tend to know if he's fit or not. If he's going to play Bundesliga 2, I'll definitely be looking into that. Quan. Lol. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I'm finding anyone at the back end here. We Scandinavians? Again, didn't start all the time last year. Jonas Ferkelson. Sickener. We've actually got a Sickener here. Oh, by the way, he used to be able to score some points for somebody. Elversberg. Sicking her. Feels like it's a trope waiting to happen. Good luck, mate. Nice stack. And Sorare Matt, my man. Hi, Quinny. Attacking rare in-season contender and English Championship leaderboard. 350 budget, 125 split for the comps, 140 cash in contender last week, so good start. Can you take a look at my acquisitions so far and suggest any additions I can make to either comp with the prize money? Oh, wow, that's fun. Right, so rare in-season contender and English Championship leaderboards. The rare in-season. Rare in-season. Let's do contender, because that's kind of streaky, and we were just kind of looking at that. Nice. So you spent like 100 quid on this. You got Xavi in your team. That's always a good start. Okay, it's basically Croatia. Right, we'll double back to this thing, so there's not much to really chew over with that. The other one was English Championship. And we've got Mavropanos. Is he not leaving? If he stays, that's incredible for them. Fer Lopez. Oh, by the way, Karamoko Dembele is a mid. Ugh, yuck. Adam Armstrong. That should be amazing. Hamer. There's a nice Fantasy 5 here. Really nice Fantasy 5 here. With 40 quid, I think this is the thing I would want to double in with. You'll probably get more for your money here. I'd maybe split it the same way. So what did you have? 350 and you went 1 and 250. So it's like in sevens, isn't it? So 2 sevens went to one, 5 sevens went to the other. So if you get 40, it's like 6, isn't it? So yeah, maybe like £8 to £9. We'll try and keep for Croatia, right? So we'll try and keep, well, yeah, like 30 quid, right? We'll try and look at Championship for about 30 quid. And where's Championship? We've got 2 defenders, 1, 2, 3 mids, and 2 forwards. I don't mind Armstrong's. Yeah, the mids are maybe where I think Murkin's going to play. I think Rico Man loves this Murkin guy, doesn't he? Yeah, this guy's going to be cool. He'll be usable. Mavropanos, big outlay. I suppose you're confident on him if you only bought that 10 hours ago. So yeah, mid for 30 quid. Is it a mid for 30 quid? Let's double check the manager sales. Let's drop the bar down to, yeah, maybe like about there. And then Championship needs selected again. Gibson, yeah, was great. And Eredivisie, we mentioned that earlier. If Bellegarde stays, that's the main worry with some of these guys, is if they stay. So the thing I like about that Southampton stack is you kind of know some of those guys have just signed or kind of in now. Like Shea Charles and whatever else. This is all the mids that are on secondary market. Not that many going around, by the way. Let's look at auctions. I think you put the competition filter back on. Championship. Ooh, Alfie Devine. He's got a high reputation. Alfie Devine doesn't look too bad. I think the main thing with Championship, particularly buying at this point, is like known elements, guys that are already good in the league. Andy Moran, I think people have pointed him out to me before as being usable, but maybe he's not. Yeah, I think maybe people were excited about his move last year because gained utility rather than actual good utility. Good result for the Polish Jags. What was the score? JWP, is he hanging about? I don't think we've seen Price if he is. He must hate the championship, man. He must really hate it. This Jacob Wright kid looks alright as well at Norwich. Man City kid. Came in and did alright. If he plays more from the start, he could be really effective. So maybe check on pre-season and whatever. But Jacob Wright's somebody to watch for maybe. John Solis gets injured all the time. Ali Ahmed can dribble. Glenn Kamara's just joined the league. He's quite good defensively. Let's see. Hard to know where some of these guys go. Turnbull, if he's going to play, should be decent. Is Turnbull a good player for Cardiff? Because Turnbull's very SO5 friendly. If he is playing. Yeah, he seems to play for... not always from the start. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, watch out for that. Isaac Price has got some track record behind him. Maybe not quite as good in the Championship as he was in Belgium. Let's go check the instant buy on this. See if that gives any kind of illumination to... Because again, these guys at instant buy will be above auction. So if we maybe lift it to, let's say, like 45 or 40. Mark Leonard's got a bad injury. Watch out for that. I think if Gibson Ya's going to play, by the way, I think he's... Because he's just a defensive guy. You don't need him to be talented. You just need him to be strong and win tackles. He has landed. He has sort of integrated, maybe got injured. Watch out for that. But I think at 11 quid, I would keep my tabs on that. Stamenic has got a cool name. Where did he come from? Not really that great, is he? Casper De Noor. I really like a lot of those Southampton mids. If you can get the Southampton team and get one of those mids in budget, I'd probably look at that. Mid's quite hard shopping, by the way. We've seen some guys that are usable, but I don't know how pricey they'll be. Alfie Devine and such. I think it's those breakout Premier League talents you want. Elijah Just, yeah, it's not a bad one, by the way. What does Elijah Just go for? I think he'll be good in the Championship. Swansea are building a fun team. By the way, yeah, I don't mind that. Is he a forward, though? It's alright, you can go double forward. He's a mid. Very convenient. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. How does he... Yeah, is this his scores as a mid, then? Have they been updated? Likes to dribble, gets decisives. Yeah, man, I don't mind that. Swansea are building a good wee team as well. Maybe see players. Got that goalkeeper. Welshie. Lissa, this guy was really good. I wouldn't be surprised if he was very good this year as well in the Championship. They've been linked to a few guys, by the way. Musa Yao, that was one of them. They've got Big Adamida, obviously. He's not in the squad here. That's hilarious. Oh, no, he is. Elijah Just. Yeah, man, I think Swansea are a fun wee outsider. Yeah, Elijah Just could be good. And then the other thing was like Croatia. Is there like a really good like Croatian guy that's like a tenor? What the hell is the Croatian league on this filter? I've just seen it, then I lost it. There's there. Nobody really jumps out. It's, oh yeah, look at the price of him. Who did you only want? Just and Divine. So Just was like what? Auctions at 20. Last auction was at 17. And then Divine, get 40 quid. I'd maybe try and get in on this auction here. 25's at the lower end of his range. That's got 2.5 minutes, mate. I'll try and snipe that. The way to snipe, I'll tell you, I'll use this here, right? Because if you're here still, you're going to get involved in the giveaways, right? I'll tell you this. If you want to snipe, the way to snipe is you want your bid to, like, actually hit the market at 1 minute and, like, 1 second. Because then there's the minimum amount of time for them to get their notification, their phone, and get onto it. So I normally time, I won't tell you what I time mine, but I time mine and I nail it. And I get quite good at doing that if I want to go for it. So you've got like 30 seconds to get this moving. If you want to go after him, he would be good. And just maybe, like, if you've got to change, maybe you can still get him. But I think his auction, this sits at 20. The next one, you're going to keep it in and around that range. You can maybe even get the secondary market guy to dip on price as well with an offer. But yeah, like, you want it to be 1 or 2 seconds is where you want to time it for it to lock on, because then there's just the amount of time for Sorare to send a notification is minimized. Whereas if you do it under the minute, it resets the time, so you're buying them a minute plus whatever else. Yeah, you can't really snipe too much these days, because, like, if this guy's got a max bid on of like 50 quid, then you try to snipe on one bid more, you know, the timing thing doesn't pay in any sense, you know. So yeah, feels like he's at the bottom end of his range now, Alfie Divine. If you don't want to go for it, that's fine. Just is a good one too. He's cheaper than he has been in Scotland, but I think he'll hang around that price, maybe dip a bit as a mid rather than a forward. You guys have had lots of fun now. We've got 2 things to give away. We've got an in-season Dane Murray, thanks to Rico Man for the generosity, and we've got $20 of market credits. Now I'm going to ask you guys in the chat a question. I'm going to tell you the format of the answer, and then the first right answer is going to get $20 of market credits. The second right answer is going to get Dane Murray, the booby prize. Okay, you ready? I don't really know what the question is yet, so I might need to get my screen sorted and think of a question. Something that most of you heroes and legends that have been here and smashed the like button. We need a lot more likes on these streams, guys. Come on, smash the likes. I know you want to. I know you can. Help us out. Something that most of you would have picked up if you were here, and something you could have known anyway. Something you could have known anyway, and something you would have known if you were here. Okie doke. Right, I've got a question. You ready? The answer is going to be a player's surname. Now, I do care about the right spelling, but I don't care about any wee things to do with their letter, okay? So, pre-type your Sorare manager name. Do not send it. I'm going to ask you a question. The answer will be a player's surname. Only want their surname. Spelling is important, but the little inflections on letters, no, not important, okay? I am sitting third at the moment in Classic All-Star with my Fenerbahce stack. One of those players is on 100 points right now. Who is that player? Fenerbahce, 100 points. Name the player. Look, Jones, is that? Look, Jones, is autocorrect done you there? The first answer that came in was Luke Jones, and he said screenwriter. Are you on audio, maybe? Are you on audio? Dictate. The correct answer is Screenier, and the winner is Rascal Masaki. So, Rascal, I will tell Sorare about you. Congratulations. I'll just put it on screen here. You can see it's Screenier. Oh, is autocorrect done you, mate? That is absolutely terrible. It's just Rascal, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, let me tell Sorare now. Rascal won $20 from today's stream. And second place, All Day Skills. Oh, and Michael. Oh, these are neck and neck. It is the booby prize, All Day Skills. Don't think you were playing SPFL. I'm going to give this to Michael, if that's okay with you. I could owe you one. But Michael was right behind you, and Michael probably could use the Dane Murray. Bang. Congratulations. All Day Skills, I owe you one. What? Looks right to me. Can you see it on my screen? Oh, wow. So it does. It's Luke. Oh, sorry. It is Luke. See on this screen here, it says the word screenwriter. Wow. I'll edit that now. Thank you very much, guys. Rascal, you're full of honour and valour. Pardon me. By the way, Luke Jones, 96. I've just edited that message. I've not even read it yet. Must be translating in your browser. It's only for him. It's only for him. Everyone else's screen here, but you can see it here. Like, I'm looking at the screen and I can see your chat, and I see that has said that. But honestly, that's crazy. That's threw me through a loop. How mad that is. VAR saved the day for sure. Okay, now we've got another $20 to give away. YouTube comment picker. I did a beginner video yesterday. I told the channel members I'd be doing this, so the channel members have got a heads up. If you watched the video and commented anyway, you're in the mix. But I'm pulling a random comment from the beginner video that went out yesterday. Comment picker. There we go. Our old pal. YouTube video. Random names, 12 seconds. 12 and 12 is 24. 12 comments are entered. Let's go for it. Thanks again for everyone that supported the content and the show today. And we'll be back tomorrow for the deadline show. Me and Harry the Boy Trades. Ian McMillan. Love to see it. Love to see it. Congratulations, my man. Thanks to everyone that entered. We'll see you tomorrow for the deadline show. Stay out of trouble and all that good stuff. See you soon, guys.